And we're back on KID News Radio 590 AM and 92.1 FM. Cala Curtis also in studio this morning. And Cala, great thing happened this past weekend, remembering a soldier, a Pocatello native.
Absolutely. November 2nd was declared Sgt James Edmund Johnson Day in Pocatello. He is Bannock County's only Medal of Honor recipient and a man who fought and died valiantly and is a name really that should be remembered. And so we're joined by Tom Daniels, Veterans Memorial Historian. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Cala. Neal.
Could you talk a little bit about why you wanted to have this day, why you wanted to honor Sgt. Johnson and bring his name forward to the Bannock County residents?
Well, my part of this started back when we were doing the Field of Heroes. We decided to include Idaho's Medal of Honor recipients this year, this last year, and I came across a Medal of Honor recipient from Bannock County. And I was very surprised that this surprised other people, and nobody knew who this gentleman was. Last April, I was elected as historian for the Bannock County Veterans Memorial Association, and we had I'd say a fortunate event that it had occurred. We had some water damage in one of our rooms upstairs, and I jumped on it as an opportunity to recognize Sgt. Johnson. A couple weeks later, the front page of the Idaho State Journal had a book that had come out this year, written by Dr. Terrence Barrett. And then from then, things just started coming together quickly. This happened almost like this is the time in Pocatello's history that we were supposed to recognize this guy. It was wonderful the way things came together.
Tom, let me ask you, for people who don't know, and we know that the Medal of Honor is the highest award you can get, but what does it require in order to receive a Medal of Honor?
Well, I don't have the specifics in front of me right now, but it takes an extreme act of selfless heroism. In Sgt. Johnson's case, he knew that his decision that day would cost him his life, and yet he chose to act anyway. His actions in staying back and holding off the Chinese enemy in Korea at the Chosin Reservoir saved countless of others. It also requires at least 2 witnesses.
Yeah.
And obviously, those folks that survived that day deemed him worthy of that honor. And also, just a quick point, a lot of folks say people won the Medal of Honor. Nobody won anything. Nobody sets out to earn the Congressional Medal of Honor. They are recipients and not winners.
Oh, absolutely, and that's such a good point. I actually have Dr. Barrett's book in front of me, and I was so touched by something that he wrote, because he said the responsibility of remembering Sgt. Johnson goes beyond the Marine Corps. It also belongs to his hometown. So I think really all of us, whether you're in Pocatello, Bannock County, or even in this region, I think we all have a responsibility to remember a true American hero, Sgt. Johnson. And you have said that there's actually some other efforts to make his name a household name in our area. Can you talk to that? What's next?
Yes. My goal is to ensure that Pocatello never forgets Sgt. Johnson again. Last Saturday was 60 years since he'd been declared killed in action. His family was presented with his Medal of Honor in 1954. And then, for the most part, he has been forgotten by our town. I don't ever want that to happen again, so I'm currently attempting to have the name of Pocatello Airport changed to honor him. I'm looking for a name of Pocatello Regional Airport, Sgt. James Edmund Johnson Field. I have already met with the Airport Commission, who chose not to act when I'd met with them a couple months ago. The main reason was they are concerned that Sgt. Johnson was not a flyer. However, looking at the names of airports around the country, it seems that naming an airport after a flyer is the exception rather than the norm.
All right.
I think it's a great idea, and really a big thank you from all of us here at KID and everybody in the area who whose life will be impacted by knowing these stories of bravery and not forgetting Sergeant Johnson. So anything we can do here at KID to help your efforts in getting the airport field renamed, we'd love to help.
I sure appreciate it. Would it be all right to take a moment to help some people, or to thank some people that have really helped make Saturday's event a success?
Sure.
You bet.
I cannot thank Mayor Brian Bladd, Mayor Stephen England, Councilman Steve Hadley, and Carl Anderson enough. Their reading of the proclamation declaring November 2nd Sgt. James Johnson Day was awesome. Also, Principal Don Cotant from Pocatello High showed up to present a diploma for Sergeant Johnson to his family, Stephanie and James. And Jeff Axford, he's our building manager. His work on our Medal of Honor room is incredible. If nobody has gone up there to see the work he's done in our Medal of Honor room, they really need to. He has done some great work for us. And also Ralph Lillig and the Marine Corps League. Everybody knows the motto of the Marine Corps, Semper Fidelis. It wasn't until Saturday that I was actually able to understand the meaning of Semper Fidelis. The event's going to be replayed on Channel 12, public access. People that can go on and see that will know what I mean. Always faithful to the end, and these guys were just incredible. They showed out in force and really added an impact for the event, and I cannot thank them enough. And I know I will leave people out, but you can't thank everybody, especially when you're nervous, right? And right. Also, the Civil Air Patrol showed up and helped us seat people and hand out the flyers, and thank you so much, Civil Air Patrol. And thank you, Neal and Cala. Your advertisement that you put together for us on Friday was awesome, and we deeply appreciate that.
Oh, you bet.
Tom, thank you so much for doing this work, and we'll certainly keep in touch.
All right, thank you. God bless.